Hello, my chaotic crew. Bentley Michaels here. Hey, have you gotten your sweet, sweet dice from awesomedice.com yet? Have you used your promo code chaotic to get them? Well, if you go there and you use the promo code chaotic at checkout, you get 15% off your order. I know some friends of mine have gotten theirs. Have you? If you have, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Instagram, tag us, add us, and at Awesome Dice on both Instagram or Twitter. Show them that the chaotic crew is in full effect, my babies. Also, hit up those reviews on iTunes. That helps us climb the charts past every other podcast. If you're a fan of the podcast, you've been listening for a while, please leave us an iTunes review. We would very, very much appreciate it. Also, we've got some things in the works. Maybe some buttons, maybe some stickers. I'm also looking into patches. Ooh, who would like a patch? Maybe a whole combo pack. Oh man, it's getting crazy in here. But before we can do any of those crazy things, first, we need music.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, D&D's, iTunes, everybody's favorite 5e Play podcast. I am your host and DM for Season 3, Bentley Michaels. To my left, I have...
Milo as Ren.
Nice.
Rhett as Durak.
Dash as Peleus Eonerth.
I don't know what to do. Caleb as Cinder D.
Caleb
Chef
as Cindy.
Boyardee's cousin.
We're going to start calling you Cindy.
Old Cindy!
Oh, no.
That's going to be Durok's insult for it. Nice job, Cindy. Anyway. And last time, ladies and gentlemen, our intrepid, nope, not the word. Anyway, they were in a hotel.
Well, we're pretty
and our boys Ren and Cinder snuck out, and they found with a natural 20 Prulb. And, he started telling them a whole bunch of backstory and lore and history that is going to help them propel forward in their adventure. And they brought him back to the hotel room. Ren noticed a gold piece that Prulb had been holding on to, which bore the same stamp as the goblin gold from the third-ish age that he saw in the loot layer. I forget if he said that to everyone in the room.
Yeah,
he did. Okay.
Yes.
And they haven't asked about the symbol yet. He just recognized what it was. But they did hatch a plan in between Durak wanting to possibly kill Prulb. Why? Because they are all trigger happy right now because they haven't even had a fight. I think it's been since episode 10 since you guys murdered all those people like on the ship. So you guys are bloodthirsty. You've got a taste for it now, and you're wanting to murder some people. But you do. Prulb says that he can help you get to a different outpost. He talked to you about the Golden Lady who comes around and is helping and brings hope to all the different outposts, and was there to help with major outpost number 3 after Zarvog attacked it. He wants to help you get out on one of the shipping routes, but you will have to navigate the darkness, the guards, and your rolling trays. And now we are caught up, and the adventure begins.
Also, intrepid does mean fearless adventurous.
I was trying to say intrepidatious, but then I was going to say intrepiditis, and I was like, that's a fake disease. I got like intrepiditis in my knees. So it's like,
bro.
My trepidation is inflamed.
Have you seen a doctor about that yet?
So,
It's
Prulb,
embarrassing. I don't like to talk about it.
I've actually read about
lumbago.
These gold pieces. I recognize it from a place that we were at before, but I don't know what your take is on it. Could you maybe explain a little bit about what this gold piece means to you?
Is this the
oh, you want some exposition? All right.
Please. We live for exposition.
You've
You're part of the team.
You've seen the symbol then on this before?
We've seen hordes of it.
You've seen hordes of it.
Yes.
Yeah, mountains.
Did you
They
take
taste
any?
pretty good.
Nope.
No, we didn't take any. It was very clear that it was cursed.
Ah, rats. That's a pretty funny thing. Turns all your gold the same, then you have to get rid of all of it till you...
Yeah, it would have been funny if it wasn't so obvious.
If Prulb remembers correctly, none of you picked up on it. But that's only what Prulb's thinking is because he's a smart little goblin. Now, well, this is the stamp, this seal of Sidset, Lady of the Yellow. This is, if she were to send you some sort of wax letter, this is what the seal would have been. It was stamped on all of her gold up until the last reign of Zarvog, in which the monetary system of Dawania, as you all know, was created into a single monetary system. So the gold pieces you're using now are just are all the same looking. These are very ancient, and between us goblins are worth more than the money now. We will trade these amongst ourselves, and they're highly sought after as far as treasure, and are worth far more in normal gold. But these pieces, the few that are lucky to have them, give us hope, because our golden lady wears the symbol of Sidset, Lady of the Yellow, on her back, and that is why she brings us hope. She believes, as we do, that Sidset will come back one day and help right everything once the time is correct. And that's what I know about the symbol.
All right.
That was very thorough.
No, you know a lot. Yeah, it's like you had that
For a
memorized.
random
Well-spoken
goblin that these guys found in the roads, you guys really
He wasn't so right.
lucked out.
All right, so, Prulb, you want to help us get out of this,
Of course,
Town.
Prulb.
Would you say probably you'd like to?
Jeez, I can't right now. I'm gonna lose it. I'll set us all on fire.
unavailable for my dog
Yeah, listen, I'm not ready for this.
Should we go under the cover of night or what, dude?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, there's more guards out during the day, but what is it, about 1-ish or so in the morning?
It's a pretty sweet goblin watch you got there.
Yeah,
How do we get those?
We should go now.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, well, the shipping road out is the way to get out towards outpost number 1. You can also go out the lower shipping road to outpost number 2. You can go out the other one, which is closer to the street that you entered in, at least from where I saw you guys in the original town square. Kind of going back to the way you came to outpost number 5, or all the way around to 4. 3 isn't really worth visiting because it's decimated, and all the workers that were there are now in other outposts, and there's overcrowding. But
Going to number 3.
But might there be clues about the Golden Lady there?
I wouldn't know. She doesn't. It's not like she lives there after. She goes, like as I said, from town to town and different outposts to different outposts.
But if it's empty and nobody sees her, seems pretty logical.
Here in town,
I think you may be overthinking it.
Here in town, are there any records keepers or anyone that gets letters that say where people have been moved?
I mean, no, it's mainly word of mouth. They're not really keeping. I would say that if I'm a guessing guy, from what I've heard, in the mines, it would be outpost number 2, number 4, and whatever's left over went to number 5 from outpost number 3.
I guess we better go to 4, because it's also the biggest one on the map.
Well, once again, do not take the map literally.
I'm not taking the map literally, though, Peleus, so...
You guys aren't looking at the map as far as from what you said. He was just telling you all the outposts.
But also, if it's a riddle, we divide 6.
Don't think it's a riddle.
almost 100% certain it is.
I don't think it's a riddle.
Durrock's always sitting there going, like, scratching his beard, running his head, and he's like, now if I know riddles.
Look, it's the only one that makes sense because there's 4 buildings, and it's outpost number 4.
Complete happenstance.
Yeah, well, that's a good.
You realize
Huh?
we're in outpost 6 and there is 1 building on the
That's
map.
why I'm saying 4 makes the most sense.
All right, so
So
do we,
here's my thinking. We should go to the outpost that the most people from that were survived in 3 were sent to because
Yes.
they had the most contact.
Okay.
Presumably,
And we
with
can
I like
find out
that.
about
Yeah.
the golden lady.
So which one is that?
Prulb?
2, 5, or 6.
I would probably say, if from what I'm hearing, it would probably be 2.
2, 5, or 4.
All
Okay.
right, fine.
Let's go to
we're-
2.
Hold on, let's hear Duroc out.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear Duroc out.
Me neither, but he's
I have
part of the
nothing.
team.
I have nothing to say about it. If it's 2, it's 2. That's fine.
All right, so it's settled.
Yeah.
I feel
2.
like this is going to come up later.
I'm just.
Yeah.
Does it sound too good to be true?
I
Who
swear
knows?
I will set us all on fire if you make one more pun.
Oh, was I making? I'm so sorry. It just seems that common lends itself to puns. I didn't mean it. Second language
Cinder's
barriers
hopping
and
out
all.
the window right now.
Second language barriers and all, Cinder. Let's go.
So Prulb.
Okay, so I think we're going to try and, sneak out and head
out.
to number 2.
I don't
Station
think anyone
2.
needs to know that we're leaving.
No.
Go.
Just keep it chill.
Hold
So
on,
you
I want
will-
to check in with the orcs.
So you'll
No.
have
You
to
wanna
you'll
check
have
in
to
with
leave
Greg.
out through the shipping side. I believe it's
Yeah.
this side. I quickly drew it on my side, so I'm transposing. So are you hopping out the same room number 2, or are you gonna go out room number 1?
I think we were in room number 1 to meet up with you guys.
You guys
Yes.
were.
Yeah.
So we should probably go back
So
to
we're
2
in
and-
between buildings, I think you said, right?
So 2
Yeah.
will take you to the main street. 1 will take you between buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
kind of like in the weird, tiny, narrowish little like walkways and stuff. Those two, Cinder and Ren, are familiar with, having found Prulb.
Kill zones, as I like to call them.
It's a little bit tighter of a space than that.
So do we just want to... Let's just walk into the main lobby and just walk out.
I'd rather not let people know that we're
Yeah.
necessarily.
The
You're
view
new to
to
this whole
eyes-
thing, Peleus. We've been evading tyrannical overlords for a long time.
And Peleus, I can tell you from my previous adventures that the fewer eyes, the better.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I am not a world trip.
I'm sorry
You're
I'm
used-
not worldly enough.
You're used
Let
to
me
being on a
just-
boat.
Let me just travel through space and time some more. Gain some more experience. Sorry.
I mean, if you could tap out for a level 20 version of you right now, that'd be great.
Ooh, do that.
I would
do
be
that.
a god.
You got wish?
Okay, so then we're going to sneak out.
Let's try to sneak out of town.
Sneak out a
And head to number 2.
window.
Prulb seems to know the way. Let him lead the way, and
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out.
We're going to do that. We're going to try and sneak out of town.
I swear, Prulb, if you...
I'll be the vanguard.
Okay. Now, you guys need to tell me now as Prulb, besides just sneak out, that's fine, what your plan is. You know that going past the shipping area, you're going to be, if you're going along like that whole road or whatever, you're going to go by guards that are there. There's also, sort of a check-in, check-out stand with like the carts of workers that are coming in and out of the town. If you're following that road, you will definitely, or if you're on that road, you will definitely see carts that are driven by people that work, that are guards, that sort of thing. So
I'll let
It's-
you guys decide.
Definitely not against the law to leave the town, right? Maybe it is for Prulb, who is
definitely illegal for Prulb.
little more than a slave. So
Can we put
Ren?
him in a disguise or something?
I think, Ren, flies him up. Us 3 walk.
Okay, he's a light little guy. I should be able
I
to
like
carry
that
him.
idea.
We'll meet you in the clearing outside of town.
Okay.
Outside of town.
Yeah, just like barely outside of town so that, we can hook up real quick.
Gross.
And then we'll meet up.
Yeah, after we're done hooking up. Look, all jokes aside. Ren, you'll take Prulb?
I'll do that.
All right.
So you're going to pick Prulb up and fly with him?
I don't. It doesn't seem like that's
What's your hesitation?
You barely struggled to fly with me.
Yeah.
And I'm 2 or 3 times his size.
We also have the rope climbing.
I'm just wondering how
the rope of climbing then.
how much. I guess people don't look up very often.
It's dark. You're wearing
Okay.
a black
It's also 1 in the
cloak.
morning.
Yeah.
How about this?
Okay.
It'll
You're in all
look like
black.
a bird or a bat
sounds
flying.
good.
The other option is just jumping off rooftop to rooftop.
Also,
which-
remember that you haven't tested how high you can fly yet, but as of right now, I think the highest that you've sort of done is going upwards. Like you dove down into that ravine on the stair ladder thing when you grabbed Peleus, and that was a couple 100 feet up. But you haven't really tried to fly. I mean, you hovered above Camp Cacophony, probably about 40, 50 feet. In the thaumaturgy thing, you're probably about 40, 50 feet, like in Bulgurum, but like you haven't really, other than flying down, you haven't really
anything-
tested how high you can fly and that sort of thing. So
If it's anything like a helicopter, you probably max out at 10,000 feet.
Why don't you use this as an opportunity to find out the limits?
So I'm gonna go ahead and open my robe, my
Cloak?
Cloak.
Whoa, Ren.
Jeez, Red,
Whoa,
put it away.
all right, Ren.
Do
He's
the
not
classic,
a halfling everywhere.
You know, throw it out, and then I'm gonna wrap it around Prulb, and then we're gonna go up in the air together.
Good.
wrap what around Prulb?
Poor Pearl.
The cloak? Well, it'd be like it fits nicely on you. It's not like there's extra for you to just like wrap up like you're a couple of people at like a
Well,
cold.
Give him a hug,
Are you gonna
just
open
with
it up
the-
and he's
with
gonna
the
hug
cloak.
you?
I mean, you could just grab him and hold on to him.
Yeah, just underhook his arms and
Yeah. He doesn't need to be in the warmth of the cloak.
Well, I want the cloak to like kind of shield us a little bit.
let's
since
be
it's
real.
dark.
But he
Like,
wants
want to
to
get
warm
up on
him.
Pearl.
I'm just
wants
giving
to
Prulb
warm
a
him.
hug. He seems like
It's
a
cold.
guy that could use a hug. All right.
Uh,
Ren
I like
is a
how we're
nice,
all outraged
big,
by
warm
this.
guy.
It's like,
no, I'm not
what?
outraged. I'm not outraged by it. I'm just trying to figure out why he feels the need to wrap
'Cause
his
it's
cloak
dark.
around.
And I'm
Short.
thinking we're
Look,
going
Prulb is
into the
lonely.
dark
It's
side.
it's like
Prulb
your
is also very
girlfriend-
dark-skinned and wearing dark, tattered like clothing that is super dirty. So,
Okay.
He's by himself.
I'm just trying to take an extra precaution. is all.
if you would want to do that, you would have. I would suggest in the future attuning to your cloak and getting the bonus features that are added to it.
Yeah, learn it the hard way, like me.
And
50 episodes
Yumhorn's
later.
not here to push you off. so-
and learning to be attuned to the cloak and knowing that you probably could have grown it and then you could have tied it around. However,
I gotta write, my books and stuff. I got
Sure.
Things
you're doing a book thing with all the translation.
he doesn't necessarily know that he can attune to it and get more stuff.
I've
does he?
told him that before.
like
yes.
like Milo or,
Multiple times.
or Ren.
Yes.
Does Ren know?
Yes.
Okay.
I sense there's more power. But I want to fly with Prulb.
Okay, so you underhook his arms, and you, before you take off, are you guys going to devise a plan for the rest of you to do something, or is he just going to be like, well, we'll see you on the outskirts?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
can't be illegal for us to leave.
Northwest behind the apartments once we get out of town.
Well, like, we're going northeastish.
No, we're not.
North.
Yes, you're going northwest.
Oh, east. I thought we were going to
North-
2.
We're going
Sorry.
northwest.
We're going to 5.
Oh, wow.
I got it now. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Wow, just a little bit of number confusion.
A lot of confusion.
They almost look the same, just backwards.
Yeah, I know. Directions are hard. Oh, jeez. All right, so we're just gonna what? Are we just gonna just walk out of town like it's nothing? Like
I
it's
think we
chill?
should try to do that.
Okay.
Okay, we just
obviously we're trying to be lay low, but like not tooting our horns and stuff.
let's
as we go.
just casually walk out of town like it's hey,
Yeah.
we're just gonna take
exactly.
off.
And me and Prulb will fly like straight
Yeah.
up. Keep kind of an eye on them to make sure they don't get like stopped by anybody.
The old eagle eye.
Yeah, but high enough to where I'd feel confident it's dark up there and people won't necessarily see us.
I would say you're at least 100 feet in the air then.
Fair enough.
And roll me a strength check for holding on to Prulb.
Drop them. Oh my gosh.
He's dead.
19.
You and Prulb were cruising.
Nice.
And so you're in between those buildings. And you just shoot up, holding on the Prulb, and Prulb is sort of scared, but he's not flailing around. He's just like, he's and then like he sort of, as you guys get high enough or whatever, he kind of lets out like a excited yay or yippee or something like that. You know what I mean? Like he was cognizant enough to like not do it while you were close enough to the ground and that sort of stuff. So we cut to our 3 on the ground gentlemen, still going in between and behind the supplies store. At this point, you're making your way through very narrow, I wouldn't even call them alleys. It's just like whatever space is in between, whatever shack is built there and that sort of thing. You guys can look in windows, see people sleeping.
Ooh, let's peep on our way out, guys.
Oh boy.
No, we're not doing that. All right, so let's keep walking and let's. Do we see the exit of the town?
we just got to go past the bar.
Okay, so nope. You guys will be going out like the road that is straight across the shipping. So as of right now, what you would have to do is similarly, if you want to stay on the roads, you would have to cross the open road that is between the supplies and the shipping area, not dissimilar to how they had to cross between the hotels. And then if you want to keep going behind the shipping area, that's fine. Or if you're trying to go out the main road or whatever, that's a different story. Where like all the trucks are coming in and stuff.
Why can't we go past the bar?
Because that's not the way to the thing.
That's upside down, Caleb.
And these two are joining me,
Yeah.
so we're doing it.
Okay, so are you going out the road, or are you trying to sneak your way in behind more stuff?
Let's
The road.
Let's
We're not
the
breaking the
road.
law.
Okay, we're gonna go the
Are we
road.
breaking the law?
We're gonna go the road.
No, we're acting natural. Yeah.
We're acting natural, just acting.
Without
natural
Yamhorn, this
over
should be
here.
pretty easy to do.
Wow.
We got you out a couple of spills.
Yamhorn
there.
does not exist anymore.
Whoa. Okay. So you walk out to the north, out the shipping road,
Straight
whatever.
north out the shipping road. Not northwest past the bar, not northeast past
Shut up!
the
Shut up!
shipping.
Shut up,
Okay,
shut up.
all right,
Let's
all
not-
right,
Let's
okay.
not even go there. We are out of town.
I hope.
Meanwhile, he's just up there watching.
where
Like, why
are
are they? They're like going back and
I would
forth.
love to imagine that we literally
yelling
stopped
and
in the
pointing at
center of
signs.
town
Yep.
and just went, but that's west. No,
guys don't
north.
And
Because you have a sign.
Guards
He
come
said
up
past
like,
the shipping way.
Are you guys okay? Do you need directions?
We're going to figure out, just shut up, okay?
just back off?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're out of town.
So you start to walk on the road.
Yes.
Okay, so you're walking
Past the
on
shipping way.
on the road out of town.
Past the
Yep.
shipping.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
On
And
the
the
shipping
road
road.
because we're acting natural.
Right.
Just
Okay.
3 friends out on the road. Just
Having the
3
best
friends
time
having the best time.
Not escaping.
on the road.
Okay, one of the guards stops you.
Oh, uh-oh. Just 3 friends out on the road. Just
We all
3
keep
friends.
Keep going.
Just 3 friends, and I try to like walk by the guard. Just 3 friends.
All right, roll a charisma.
With your awesome song.
15. Eh.
All right. He's like, hey, you guys are those guys from town earlier, right?
Yeah, just 3 friends.
Out on the road.
We came in earlier today, and now we're leaving.
And with the 2, he doesn't realize that you were supposed to have a 4th. And he goes, you guys leaving?
Yeah,
Yes,
just
sir.
gonna bugger off.
Thanks for letting us
Singing
stay
a jaunty
here.
tune as you leave?
Yeah.
Just 3 friends out on the road.
Just
Where does it go? Nobody knows.
Oh, there it is. Just
3 friends,
Hey,
out on the road. Where does it go?
Hey,
Nobody knows.
I pull the guard in, and I say,
Okay.
"Sing it with us."
Just
4
three.
friends out on
On the road.
Where
Does it go? Nobody knows.
All right. You guys are
Murder
crazy.
him.
All right, get out of here. Get out of here.
What?
Oh, and you murder him?
And Cinder's got his like whip tied around his neck, like, hey.
No, we just let him go and then we move on.
Okay, you're starting to make your way north. Okay, let me get rid of that so you don't realize that you're starting to make your way north out the shipping road.
On the shipping road.
Sure. And I only call it that because there was a shipping building right there. Now, you're starting to go north. How long until Ren flops down?
I'll give it maybe half an hour or so, just till they're like out of town. Like maybe.
All right, make me
2,000
2
feet or
consecutive
so.
strength checks.
Be strong. Oh no, that's 2.
Be stronger.
Make 2 consecutive strength checks.
And a 14.
All right, so you almost drop him once, and he sort of freaks out, and then it's like you grab him again, and sure, you make it the half hour, and you're starting to slowly descend during that last half hour, and you're right above the guys until you finally plop down right in front of them, holding them, and Prulb is like, "Wow, that was so much fun! It was so much fun! How do you do that? That's so cool! All right, okay. Well, you guys made it out without a problem. I was worried there for a second. You guys just sort of stopped in the middle of the road. I was afraid there was going to be a problem, but
Yeah, well, directions were confusing for us for a second.
gotcha."
So.
Yeah, it was my fault, honestly. I thought we had to go northwest. Turns out.
This guard came up.
I mean, eventually you're going to have to go northwest, but in order to get there, you have to go. If you want to get to 2 the most direct way, you have to go north first.
Out the shipping road.
Yeah,
we
recall
don't
you
know.
saying that very thing now.
Yeah.
All right, so
I mean, a longer roundabout expanse would have been going completely west and around the edge of the island to into a bigger outpost number 1, which is one of our most luxurious ones that ships all 3 types of things. But
Let's go back that way.
well, you guys said you wanted to go to 2 because that's where the most goblins were from the displacement.
that's right.
All right, yeah.
Let's head to 2.
Okay.
Just 5 friends
Blow.
out on the road.
Do you know this song?
Is that what you guys were humming?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what we're saying.
Ren and I were hearing like this.
Yeah,
I wish I
that
remembered
was
the
us.
second line.
Where does it go?
Nobody knows. So,
It's just 5 friends out on the road.
all right, shut it down, Darok.
Yeah, we still got to be quiet, man.
We're out in the woods.
Sorry.
It was a 7.
A wolf comes up and eats you.
All right.
Run, guys, run.
How
All
long?
right.
How long will it take us to get to 2?
A long time.
Darn.
So-
All right.
Shot.
You guys are traveling. You guys are now starting to go west. It is now. We'll fast forward midday of the. It's been about 12, 13 hours or so. It's sunny. It's a little bit more of a narrow walkway now. You're starting to see as you're getting inside of the island a little bit more. You're starting to see more trees, more foliage, certain things like that, starting to thicken up. Kind of off in the distance, you can see maybe tops of trees and that sort of thing, where you're like, oh, there's a lot more trees up there. Let's see here.
There are 20 trees.
No,
Oh.
it rolled to 19. So and so now up in front of you, you see a cart, which looks like one of the transport carts that has all of the workers in it, driven by 2 people in robes with the logo on it.
Nice.
And you
Get your
guys are on the
D20s
main
ready.
road, and you've got about 1 turn before they come upon you.
I'm gonna tell Pitmo.
Prulb.
He should
Pitpo.
jump off to the side and hide. He's not supposed to be out here.
All right, let's see how Prulb.
But we're acting natural. Right?
We're fine.
Okay.
No reason for us to not be here.
Well, I rolled a 4, so Prulb hides directly off to the side of the road in a bush, and we'll see if those guys roll crappier than a 4 when they come upon you. Are you guys still walking, or did you guys just stop in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
We'll just stop and let him pass.
Friends out on the
Yeah.
road.
And
Okay.
we even
Okay.
Give them the way.
Oh, buddy.
Give them a what?
Give them the way.
Give them the way.
Step
okay.
off to the side
Yeah.
to let him roll through.
After
Okay.
you, our fair orcish friends.
I'm gonna stand in front of where Prulb is
Yeah. I can,
Okay.
like,
and
nudge-
stand tall because
nudge you
I'm
guys.
like 6 feet tall.
Okay.
I'll do that too because I'm the other tallest person.
We all
Can I-
four just stand.
Does
No one will see it.
Hello, sir.
Nothing to see.
does that help with his hiding at all?
Indeed, it does.
Nice,
So you bumped him up to a 14,
nice.
and with 2s and 7s, the guards go by and they just kind of look at you kind of weird, and they're like, yeah, and they kind of just lazily salute you, and you go by and you see very tired, very gaunt, workers, almost all of them goblin. You see maybe like a gnome, smaller. These are all definitely smaller workers. And they're all just
kind of sad.
and they've all got like their sack or like their little box or whatever it is that they put their stuff in. They're all just holding it on their lap, and they just very tired.
How many
And-
orcs?
Huh?
How many orcs?
There's 2 driving.
I'm getting sadder and sadder, you guys.
And they're just driving on by.
Goblins are kind of gross, but gnomes?
Gnomes?
They got those cute little
There's a
cheeks.
gnome. He said there's a gnome.
What?
I didn't
There was
hear
a
that.
singular gnome in there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'd missed that.
Good
He's
ear.
just used to having the gnomes in Würzburg.
So here's
crafts.
here's what I'm thinking. I'm
Yeah.
getting kind of upset with these orcs
Yeah.
running the show.
Yeah.
By the way, this thing has already gone past you.
Duroc, do you want to go?
I got this. Excuse me, sirs.
And I trot after them.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess this is happening.
Oh, don't tell me you don't want to kill these guys.
All right, I'll come to you. I wouldn't mind.
Gotta satiate our bloodlust somehow.
I wouldn't say I have a bloodlust, okay? That's insinuating I have a problem about you. You have a problem.
All right. With the 16, one of them hears you and slows down the cart.
Oh, I am so sorry to disturb you, fine orcish gents. Might I ask where this train is headed?
Back to outpost number 6, just like all of the transports coming in and out of this road go.
Oh, that's... I'm good. It's a good thing I recognized you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg told us that this train was to come with us to outpost number 2.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that. Do you have any paperwork?
Absolutely we do.
All right.
Let me find it.
I hope you have it with his seal and signature on it.
I'll go ahead and
You guys are using seals here?
pop up and start flying up above where
Okay.
Duroc is and towards their cart.
Okay.
Seals and that's really weird because we didn't know there were any seals on the island.
I cast minor illusion and place a fake letter with a fake seal in Duroc's hand as it's.
Oh, here it is.
Have you seen the letter, and do you know what the
Nope.
seal looks like?
Nope.
It has...
Okay.
Dude, put the dragon thing on it.
And
Yeah. I do the closest resemblance that I remember from their uniform,
Okay.
but that's it.
when
All
I'm
right.
flying up above, I'm going to cast Banish on one of the 2 guys on there.
Oh, jeez.
What does that do?
Send him, it sends him to another plane of
Yeah.
existence.
Well, before you do that, Cinder, roll for your illusion.
It's just right here.
In my hands.
Yeah. There's no check, no nothing.
Minor illusion.
You create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration, which is 1 minute. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action or cast the spell again. If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's voice, a lion's roar, a beating of drums, or any other sound you choose. The sound continues unabated throughout the duration, or you can make discrete sounds, blah, 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 blah sounds. If you create an image of an object, such as a chair, muddy footprints, or a small chest, it must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. Physical interactions with the image reveals it to be an illusion. Because things can pass through it, if a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence check against your spell save.
So I'm going to hold my hand perfectly still.
It's right here.
All right.
So they got to get close enough to see it.
Come in and examine it.
Bring it to me.
Hope you don't fall into my sword.
I don't want... No, I have to take this to outpost number 2.
Okay. Well,
I
then,
have to take this to outpost number 2.
great. Bring it to me so I can examine it.
You come here and look at it.
If you are truly supposed to take over this cart, then you have to come over here anyway to drive it. So
Would
come
somebody say
over
that?
here and no, Ren, you get nothing right now.
I'm going to be walking towards the cart while he's saying this then.
Sir, I believe you're in direct opposition of Sir Grag's orders.
I haven't seen anything as you won't bring it over here, and I'm not trusting you with you not bringing it over here. So unless you're going to bring it over here, we are going to continue on our way.
I want to roll intimidation.
Ren gets nothing.
To convince him that I'm speaking truth, that he is disobeying Grag's orders.
Okay.
Non-natural 20.
All right. He believes you. He goes, really? All right.
Yeah, really.
So he hops off. I was like, well, I guess you put up a great argument. I'm sorry, I didn't see it that way before.
Good for you.
And he walks over.
Grag won't have you flogged through major
All right.
outpost
He
number
walks
6.
over and he looks. I can physically interact with it.
No.
No. Once you do, it vanishes.
I'm holding
Okay,
it.
great.
Or you know it's a thing.
Okay, he's gonna walk over and snatch it out of your hands.
You didn't think that far ahead, huh?
You should have readied something. You've got to
And
be
he goes,
melee
"What is
range.
going on here?"
Oh,
We now cut to Ren. Okay, so yeah, this is how we've got Durok set up. That guy is. I assume Peleus is kind of still blocking the goblin.
Yeah.
Okay. And Cinder walks around the left-hand side of the cart as the other guy walks around the right-hand
So
side.
yeah, I'm flying up there above him.
Okay.
As I see this illusion drop, I'll cast Banish on the guy sitting on the cart still. He
Okay.
needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. What does it have to beat?
It has to beat a 17.
I want a spell save like that.
It's nice.
17.
Poop.
So as it disappears, and I'm like,
this is the new type of paperwork that Bragg is using.
What is going on here?
Sir, there's a very reasonable explanation for this if you
He
just
draws
but
his-
listen to reason.
He draws his great axe on you. And he starts he pokes you in the chest with it. He goes, "What is this tomfoolery? What are you guys trying to pull here?"
All right, you're in over your head here, boy.
As you look up to somebody that's 3 feet taller than you.
I'm gonna cast.
That's very Durok, though.
I'm gonna cast.
Before you guys do anything, are you guys planning on fighting these people to
For sure.
satiate your
Hell
bloodlust?
yeah.
All right, then everyone roll me initiative. And I'll go around the table. Cinder.
10.
Okay, Cinder's is 10. Peleus.
21.
Oh.
Also 21.
Oh. Durok.
18.
Spellcaster's battle.
Well,
Mr.
Okay, I don't need
I
it.
have a sneaking suspicion that these guys aren't going to last very long. And I'm interested to see what you're going to do with this cart. All right, so
I was definitely thinking about that. This would be really handy to travel a long distance in.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
okay,
Hard to have.
And
So-
some free slaves.
We'll just get a couple of goblins to pull us.
okay. I will say, since Ren just cast banishment, I will give it to Peleus first. He is up. Peleus, you are near this big ol' orc war chief. He's got his great axe drawn on Durok. He's poking him in the chest, and Durok's like looking up at him like, "I'll kick your fanny."
Don't make me come up there.
Yeah, because I'll do it.
Alrighty, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll cast Shatter.
Okay.
In his radius.
Yeah, this is
it's
what
not
made
that
the
bad.
tiger claw its own face off.
It's Constitution, and you got to be 16.
Constitution.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they've got a +4 to Constitution. I rolled a 14, so that's 18.
Oh no!
Do half damage or anything cool?
Well, let me really look it up.
Just suck now.
Oh, also, perfect. That just reminded me of
Yes,
something.
actually, he takes half of my
half damage. Cool. On spells like this, I'm going to augment it in one of two ways. If it's a crit success, the half damage doesn't apply. If it's a crit fail, it's double damage.
Huh.
So if you roll 8d6 or whatever it is,
Right.
you now roll 16d6. If they crit fail
Jeez.
against it.
Oh, if they crit fail.
If it's like a thing where they have to roll against this thing and
Got
he
it.
gets a natural 20,
That's sick.
he doesn't take any damage. He doesn't take the half damage or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's a crit fail, he takes 16 dice worth or whatever it is that you have.
Right.
I think you got one with 10, so like 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's going to take a whole episode to roll.
Okay, guys, get out your calculators.
So, 1d8 damage
Okay.
of lightning. 5.
Okay.
Good boy.
How'd you like that?
So you
That's like
pull
a
out your
balloon.
hands and you cast, what was it called again? Shatter?
Shatter.
Cool. And so
Loud ringing noise in his head.
that's right. He starts to hear it. He starts to hear the ringing noise in his head, and it just wasn't quite powerful enough. He shakes it off, and he kind of smiles a big old toothy grin with those big old bottom teeth of his coming out, and he kind of just points at you. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna tussle," and yeah.
it.
So
Bring it on, you fat turd.
okay, cool. So let's see who's up next. Ren is up next.
All right. Can I get within 30
And he got
feet?
how much? 5?
5 damage.
Cool.
Can I get within 30 feet of all three of my friends?
Yep.
I will cast Bless on them.
Cool.
They can add a d4 to saving throws and attack rolls.
Old school Ren coming through.
1 minute.
D4. That's the new.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey
And
guys, you're welcome.
I'll kind of land over by Prulb.
Prolb. So behind Peleus.
Yeah, and
'Kay.
I'll. Can I give him my short staff?
Prolb?
Yeah,
Sure.
and tell him defend yourself if you must.
And then do what?
I tell him to defend himself if he must.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's familiar with a scimitar, a melee attack weapon, so he'll defend himself if it comes to it.
But you three, you got plus.
Okay, so is that your turn, Ren?
That's all I got.
Okay. Where are we at? 19. So the orc that just got hit with, that's in front of Durok and that Peleus just hit, he is going to do a multi-attack with his melee weapon, which is a great axe on Durok. The orc makes 2 attacks, plus 6 to hit. So a natural 20 and a 17 plus 6, so 23 to hit.
No,
Oh, you got your shield out?
just kidding. He hits.
Oh, he hits? Okay, 1d12 plus 4. Okay, so a d12 plus 4. Okay, so he's going to take one swipe at you with his great axe and does 11 points of damage. He goes across to you, and then he swipes again and does only 7 points of damage. So the great axe is a little too big for him, and he kind of like gets you once really good, but then kind of is thrown off because you stay crouched in his quarters. I know you're a close quarter type of fighter, so you take the first one. You're Durok Dragonsbane. You've been hit harder than that by somebody's dwarven grandmother, and then he comes back and hits you again, and you're like, I only assume you laugh and say something along the lines of,
You hit like somebody's dwarven grandmother.
perfect.
Wow, good.
And as you say that sick burn, it is now your turn, Durok.
Oh, you think that was a tough guy move? No, this is a tough guy.
And then I grab my sword and shield. And
Sure.
Hang on 1 second while
Let
I
me-
grab this stuff.
Oh, you don't mind? You're gonna. Oh, you're done. Okay, here's my shield. All right, here we go.
and then I
You motion him forward, but he's like, I've already attacked you.
He's like, I get it.
all right, do my first attack.
Okay.
26 to hit.
You nail him.
18 damage. I do 18 damage to him with one
Okay,
hit.
18 damage.
Then I roll my other
Perfect.
attack on him. Yes, a 18.
Okay, then you hit him. So you swing through.
15 damage. And then I did all that damage to him.
All right,
18
and the
first
last one
time,
was 15, you said?
the second time, yeah. So 33 damage
That's
to his
a lot of damage.
bro.
Okay.
Dragonsbane?
So after you did that, you kind of like look down and smile across, and you're like, you hit like a dwarven grandmother.
I literally
and
did
then
double
you
your damage.
reach in, you pull out your sword, and as you're exiting your sword from its sheath, you cut him up and across.
Yep.
And then in the same body movement, your left arm goes to your back and brings out the shield. And as you come back through with the right arm, you slash him almost exactly along the same exact path, opening the same wound even wider.
Yeah.
And he stumbles back, not looking so great. We now go to the second orc who has seen Cinder walking along here, and he is going to jump off of the thing with his spear. And he is going to attack Cinder. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. With a 24.
That's a hit.
Yeah, so 1d6 plus 4. And okay, so there's 4, and he'll do his multi-attack feature. He doesn't hit on this one, I don't think, which is 8 plus 14. Nice. He misses you the second time. So he jumps off and he sees you really great, and he stabs you with his spear. He pulls it back and he misjudges, and when he tries to stab you again, you had fallen far enough back and it like goes like right over your shoulder.
I got some news for you, orc.
Wow, threatening.
Yeah.
You hear Ren from the sky. The good news of Ulaga.
Hellish rebuke. I point my finger at that creature that just damaged me, and they're momentarily surrounded by hellish flames.
Okay.
The
Need to
creature
beat
must
anything?
make a dexterity saving throw. It
What's the
takes
number?
2d10 fire damage on a fail.
What's the number?
13.
7.
Oh, thank God.
All right, so
Nice.
2d10. 7 and a 9. 16 fire damage.
16 fire damage. Okay, so this
Nice.
guy he misses the second time. He's sort of regrouping himself, and he sees you point your finger right at him, and he sees flames come out, and it just engulfs him, and he drops his spear because you hit him right in the face. He drops his spear, and he's on fire, and he's trying to pat himself out, and that guy will be at disadvantage. So
Never fought while on fire before.
Have you?
says Durok 25 feet away.
Never fought on fire before?
All right, so
Yes, I
that
have.
guy, so that was Cinder. Okay, so we're back up at the top of initiative. We
Wait,
have
wait,
Kaylee.
wait. That was my reaction. I haven't
Oh.
taken my actual turn.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Oh.
Okay, so he's on fire at disadvantage in front of you, patting himself out.
So that mother effer, I'm going to
Dude.
He's a lizard milker, by the way.
Whoa,
pull
come
out my
on,
whip.
dude.
Okay.
and I'm going to snap it and
cool.
try to get it around his neck.
You gonna try and
All
whip
right.
it good?
What?
Do.
Now snap that whip.
I did not get it.
Licorice whip.
There we go. I can remember the lyrics.
That would be an 8.
No.
Okay, I've got another attack. I'm going to try again.
Okay.
There we go. I got a non-natural 20.
Great. I'll just put it up here so you don't have to worry about it. Their AC is 16. Meet or beat that.
So that would be 6 points of damage
Okay, great.
with a whip.
Okay. 6 points of damage?
Yeah. and that's
Okay, so what do you do to him?
it. I try to get it around his neck, and I
Okay.
fail. Since I missed that first one, I swing it around over the head and try to whip again, and this one actually catches him.
Okay, so your whip goes out the first time. It starts to wrap around his neck, but he's freaking out too much. So while it's still out there, almost like battle ropes or something, you just you snap it, it goes all the way down, and it
I've done
snaps really
CrossFit,
hard,
bro.
and it goes right across his whole cheek and his jawline, and you cut him real deep on his jawline. If you look close enough, you can see a little bit of jawbone. Ew, so gross.
Grody.
You good?
You good, bro?
Turn done.
Cool. All right, now we are back to Peleus.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on the first big guy in front of Duroc.
Which bolt?
Witch bolt.
Oh! Okay, it's a ranged spell attack, and I'm gonna use the D4 that Ren gave me.
And you can use that on every attack or save for 1 minute.
1 minute.
Sweet. Okay.
You said it's 16.
So non-natural 20.
Great. Nail him.
Cool. And it's 1d12.
It's the one that looks like it has 12 sides.
Yeah, there's a 12
The one
on it.
right there. Yep.
Why don't you shut up? 3 damage.
So what does Witch Bolt do exactly?
3 damage, apparently.
Just 3 damage. Yeah, it's a level 1 spell. Yeah. Well, I won't. Yeah, it's lightning damage.
Okay. So you throw out your hand in a different way, like you maneuvered a different way this time. Some lightning comes out of your all 5 of your fingers. Yeah, you try to Kobe like wrist it, and you hit him right in the chest piece, and he kind of like goes back, and you do see it like course through the cut or whatever, but yeah, it's he's definitely damaged, and it's for 3. You said.
Yep. 3
Okay.
little damage.
Okay. Ren, you are up.
I'm going to fly a little bit closer to where Duroc is.
Okay.
Still a good 10 feet away.
Okay.
And cast Command on the guy holding the Great Axe.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
That's pretty good. He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw now.
Okay. He's got a +0 to it. So what do I need to beat?
17.
Jeez.
Ooh, 6.
I tell him, drop your weapons.
Oh, that sucks.
All right.
So
He
I'll
drops his weapons.
His turn, yeah, he has to drop his weapon.
All right. Well, luckily for you, his turn is next, so he drops his weapons.
Cool.
Okay, so that's his turn. He drops his weapons. He's utterly confused, standing in front of Duroc, and
Can he try and pick it up, or does he have to
Takes
wait?
takes no movement and takes no action.
He literally just does that. Oh,
Does
wow, that's
what
cool.
I tell him to do. Yeah.
yeah. And so we move to Duroc. Duroc, you see this over 8 foot tall great orc standing in front of you. Just all of a sudden, it's kind of like he goes like, "Duh,"
I wouldn't say great orc.
and
You're right.
and then drops his large battle axe that's at least as big as Cinder.
Yeah, as soon as he dropped...
Whoa. Shots fired.
Well, he's over 8.5 feet tall, so what do you
Yeah.
expect?
I'm a
As
human.
As soon as he drops his weapons and everything, I'm just like,
Oi, I don't see no lizards need milking round here, boy.
Stop
Gosh.
doing mildly racist things.
About orcs.
I think it's great.
thank you.
I like the lizard. I think it's funny.
Thank you.
For the orcs.
I
mean, will you roll already?
Okay, I will.
Are you massaging those dice?
That's a miss.
That's a miss. So
26 to hit. 15 damage.
Great. So
gross.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Sorry, did that show?
he drops his sword and or his great axe, and then you said whatever
Lizard milker,
and which I love, and you slash him across one time.
Yeah, I missed the first time.
Okay, so this
or I
time
hit his armor or something the first time.
Yeah, you slash the first time and you hit his big old shoulder piece, and then the second time I'm going to say you stab him right in the gut, and as you say, your lizard milker thing, and
This lizard.
and then and he's not looking so great. So, Duruk, you are done. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, great. The orc who is on fire next to Cinder, who just had his jawline cut open.
Whipped open.
I like to say accentuated.
Yeah, he's going to try to stab Cinder again.
Oh, you son of a...
Well, you're the one right in front of him.
Yeah. That's fair.
Ooh, all right. He's gonna
Stop doing math. I don't like it.
He's not gonna hit you at all, and so he's gonna try to multi-attack again. And he stabs once and stabs twice. But I'm gonna say that like you do like a matrix, just like a head bob. Where you're like, blip,
Heck
blip,
yeah.
and you get out of the way, and he's like kind of like half holding his jaw, and he was just trying to hit you with like his right arm, and he was like half trying to still pat himself out with his left, and he's like trying to like stab at you or whatever, and he completely misses you. And with that, we move on to Cinder.
All right. I am going to
Punch him.
No. I'm going to keep my whip out, and I am going to try to circle it around this dude's neck.
Okay.
So, in other words, a whip attack.
Okay.
Whip him.
Don't.
I don't do it. That would be a 10. Oh,
Okay.
wait. That would be a 13. 16. Shoot.
Why do you
I
keep
don't
looking
know
to
why-
me?
yeah, that was
16.
a
That's why I
waste.
wrote it on the
Yeah,
board.
why
I
did
know,
you
but
waste
nobody
that?
else knows. Nobody. Well, I can do it on anything, right?
Yeah, silly goose.
On anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for up to a minute.
But I thought
Every
it goes
attack.
away once you use it.
Nope. Up to a minute.
Good job, Cinder's the best.
All right, but I've got a second attack, and instead of wasting something, I'm gonna do
yeah.
something like chill touch.
Okay.
So I'm going to do chill touch, and that creates a ghostly skeletal hand.
Cool. That's fine. I don't care. What do you have? What does he have to beat?
But the listener might.
You've already
I make-
done it once. They know the description.
But they might not remember. I gotta say it. 17.
Okay. Hit.
Okay. Now, I get to do 1d8, which doesn't seem like a lot. I get that.
Actually, you get to do 2d8 because the damage die increases at level 5.
5. Okay. Stop.
And it's necrotic damage.
Yeah, it's necrotic damage. It's 12. And they have disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of the next turn.
Great.
That's it.
Okay. So you walk right up to him and you touch him.
And it takes a weirdly a long amount of time.
with your ghostly skeletal hand, and he feels a weird shiver go through his body, and he loses that much, and now he also feels oddly out of it, and almost as though he would be at disadvantage the next time he tries to attack
And
you.
my mouth glows blue when it happens.
Oh yes, your creepy little tongue. All right,
You're creepy.
Peleus, it's you again, baby.
Cool. So I'm just gonna roll damage on him, because Witch Bolt is.
Okay.
Once it lands, I can just roll damage from now.
Oh, okay, cool.
10 damage.
Great. Okay, so it's just like you flex your hand again. It's like it's a constant stream of lightning.
Yeah, it's just linked to him.
Great, and so it's just sitting there, and he kind of like lights back up again, and he is not looking great. He is not looking great at all. He's shouting out something, trying to say something. Ren, you are up next.
Does Prulb do anything?
Prulb is just standing there because that thing. I mean, you're flying up above him, but he's still, probably your size.
I was just curious.
And he's, definitely very. What do you call it? Malnourished. He's very skinny, so it's like he's trying to stand tough, but also he's standing behind Peleus the wizard, who just keeps electrocuting people, and he actually kind of looks like, oh wow.
Go ahead, continue. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Sacred Flame. He needs to make a Dexterity saving throw. So the guy in front of Durok.
All right. Dexterity.
Yep, 17.
Okay. Misses with a 13.
That's gonna be 2d8. Ooh. That's going to be 13 radiant damage to him.
Oh, 13. Okay.
Wait, more than that, because I have that other feat. So add 5 to that, so
18.
18.
Okay. You hit him with that. From the sky comes out of little Ren a spell careening towards the sky. At the last second, he looks up and he's like, ruh-roh. And boom, hits him right in the face, goes through his entire body. And what kind of damage was it again?
Radiant.
Radiant. Oh, that's right. Fire-ish. Like how you tried to cauterize that pirate's wound when his arm was cut off, but you just set him on fire.
Oh yeah.
And so you hit him with that, and he slumps over a charred corpse.
Sweet.
So
I just kind of like flex.
you flex while you're flying.
Flexes while he's floating.
And then I just come down and land next to Durok.
Okay, well that guy's out of there, and so now with that, I would say that you all can sort of start to slowly walk over and surround the guy who's still somewhat on fire on parts of him, and he's slashed open.
Yeah.
And he's completely out of it.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like looking at you with his spear, doesn't know what to do, and you guys are all surrounding him.
Don't forget, buddy, you have disadvantage. Do we want to ask him anything before we just straight up murder him?
Like you guys are just going to kill him.
Greg is upset with you that you didn't take his paperwork seriously.
Durok, I think at this point, the jig is up,
I was just going to say that.
I don't think there's any,
I think the key to any good grift is dedication.
You don't realize he can
And
heal
when he
all of
puts
this.
his hand out for dedication, I put another fake paperwork in his hand.
And I'm like, what did I tell you?
Because it's a cantrip, and I can.
And I'm just like,
All right, what do I got to beat again? 13?
No, I don't think anything.
Oh, unless I interact with it?
Yeah.
he knows-
That's right.
He knows it's not real. Anyway.
There is the real paperwork.
You can choose to believe that it's real.
I will throw
here.
some sort of wisdom. What's your
13.
okay?
I
I'll give
really
him
need to
disadvantage.
level up.
Well, yeah, he rolled a 2.
Oh, thank
so he completely believes you. He's like, well, why the heck didn't you show us this before? What was that other guy doing? Now my jaw's all messed up.
He was disobeying orders like a bad orc.
Well, I wasn't turned around at the time. I didn't know.
You're a good orc, we know.
Well, all right, then take the.
Yes, we will.
All right,
Hop on your way now.
I'll just walk back, I guess.
Yeah, don't look back.
Freaking Greg. I guess I'll just send out a party to get this guy.
He's fine.
We'll make sure that he's properly taken
Yeah,
care
don't
of.
worry. We'll bury him.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works. So
No.
just leave him there.
How does it work?
Oh, yeah, that's a better question.
Just leave him there and we'll take care of it.
It seems like we could just bury him.
It seems like you don't understand our
Bayless, light
military
'em on
proceedings
fire.
and what we
Seems
have to do.
Like we could just bury you two.
Go ahead.
Oh, my God.
Yes. I
Go
like
ahead.
this idea.
Intimidation, though.
I'll sacred
Intimidation.
flame him. Sure.
Oh, all right.
All right.
All right.
No intimidation, just straight up.
That
follow
was the
through.
coolest trash talking from Ren ever, though. Like, seems like we just bury you two, though.
Yeah.
So dexterity saving throw.
Okay. What number?
17.
22.
Would you use?
Do you do any damage at all?
No.
Okay. All right, fine.
So I bring up some light around me and I start to bring it down on him, and then it just kind of like fizzles above him. And
Yeah.
I kind of like put my arms back down and
And he
That'd
just
be a
laughs
warning
at you.
to you.
Yeah, we'll
He
count.
just laughs at you. He goes, "Look, you guys already killed him. What do you care about his body? There are military proceedings," and he looks directly at Duroc, "that I'm sure you can appreciate that we have to go by."
Why do you look at me and say
Because you're wearing a general's helmet.
I'm just like,
Why me?
all right. Fair enough.
I totally forgot about that.
Look, I thought I took that old thing off.
We need to
Silly
be
me.
discreet, right, guys?
Yeah, all right, fine. You can take care of this. We were just trying to do it. Like, it's not like we were going to desecrate his body. We were just
I
trying
don't
to be
care.
nice.
Oh,
Okay.
there's
You don't
there's
care.
way more paperwork for me to do if you guys screw with his body, because then I have to find where you buried him, then I have to dig him up, then we have to ship him back, then we have to contact his family. These are all things that you're not thinking about.
It's not like we're going to hide it from you. All
You
right,
just
you
said
got it.
you
We'll
would
leave him
take
here.
care of the body.
We'll leave
I don't
him
think
here.
you remember anything that you say.
That's
We'll
fair.
leave him
That's
here.
actually a fair point
Yeah.
about him. Yeah.
We'll leave
So
him here.
after you killed my friend, who I started camp with, and you've completely cut open my face and set me on fire, why don't you take the win and get on
Yeah.
the thing and go to wherever you're supposed to be going?
You know
Just seems
what?
like you were looking a gift horse in the mouth here, not us.
Guys,
I'm telling you to leave
Let's-
and do what you're supposed to do.
let's take a group.
We're going to
huddle.
wait for you to leave.
Let's take a group huddle. So, are
He
we-
turns around and walks away from you.
That's
what I
fine.
thought.
Guys.
I want to shoot chromatic orb at him.
Okay.
It's a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
We've turned
While
it-
you're
Still have
doing
that, I
that,
still have that D4, right?
while you're doing,
Yep.
yeah, while you're doing that, I'm gonna say to you guys, listen, we need to rid this place of these
yeah,
people.
it for sure hits. It's 3d8, and I'm going to choose acid damage.
Great.
We need to rid this place of these orcs, right? Because
Yeah.
the goblins.
Hey, 2
Run
out
the-
of
run the
thousands.
show?
Way to go, guys.
Yeah, and this is 2 less.
Thank you for
Right?
seeing it through my eyes.
So 12 acid damage.
Am I right, guys?
Okay.
You're right.
Ren.
Sacred flame.
Okay, good.
There's more where that comes from.
All right, so he's
just like
turned around and is
melting
walking away
acid.
from you, and you hit him in the back, and
Like
he
a
starts
coward.
screaming because his pelt and his armor are starting to melt off the back of him and melt into his skin, like the dad from that '70s show in RoboCop at the end.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I had a hard time with that.
That's what his back's starting to look like.
I'm
It's
working
just,
through some things.
I say
and he goes, I'm already walking, and he just screams like, I'm already walking away. What are you doing?
Keep running.
Yeah.
I want to
Let that be a lesson.
open the cage.
Well, there's no cage.
Well, where all the
It's
slaves
like
are?
it's like an open.
Oh, it's an open thing.
They've just
Yeah.
been watching.
Yeah, what
this
have they
whole
been
thing.
doing?
They've been watching the entire time, dumbfounded.
I don't know why they're so shocked by the way we handled this.
Are they all
It
chained
seems
up?
Pretty.
We're pretty
Yeah, they've all got like shackles on their hands and their feet and stuff.
Good. Okay.
And they're holding like their stuff or whatever, but they're also very conditioned not to react to
So
things.
I'm going to look at them and I'm going to say, Ulagan is here to protect you all, and then I want to cast Sacred Flame on that guy, on that orc.
Okay.
That's
Ulagan is
baller.
here. And Duroc Dragonsbane.
No, just okay. Whatever.
Dexterity saving throw.
17. 8.
17.
All right. All right. So you a bright little outline of Ren made of fire shoots out of your entire body straight at him as he's once again turned around and is peacefully walking away from you. And has completely said, there's no problem. I saw your paperwork, and you guys are pissed that he wants to handle it the military way for burying his friend and shipping him back to his family. And he completely, he gets hit, and you barrel him onto the front of it, and he's on fire, and he rolls himself out. And what you would assume is 30 points more of HP gets back up and says, what the mother f***? I'm walking away from you.
Get the out of here.
That's what I'm doing, you dumb.
Keep running. Keep running. Don't talk. Run.
I wasn't talking. You keep attacking me as I've already turned around and walked away.
No.
Yeah,
One less.
I'm gonna
Talking
attack
right
you
now.
again.
Can we all just settle down and say we need one less of these? And I cast chill
I
touch
don't
on
care
him.
what you guys do. I'm only reacting
Yeah,
as him,
yeah.
who's walking away and keeps
Like, just
getting
let
hit
me
in the back.
live. Yeah.
No talking. Keep walking.
I cast.
talking.
No talk. No.
I'm telling you, he's not talking.
I know.
I cast chill touch on him.
What is the range on that?
120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spell attack, 2d8.
All right.
I think we really are just bloodthirsty. We just having fun.
No.
Are we, though?
Like,
Yeah, because
This
he's
is covering our tracks
obviously
at this
walking
point.
away.
He's going to tell him about Dark Dragonsbane.
if they're gonna lead them to this little scene,
I agree.
we can't have that.
I agree.
And I'm all for
But
it.
also, you're also thinking that a transport that runs 24 hours a day, one isn't coming back. So,
Yep. I definitely agree with Cinder, though.
but once again, do whatever you like.
We will.
We're here to cause mayhem.
And get a cart and save some goblins and one.
I mean, how are you
one
going to
gnome,
save them, though?
One gnome.
Well, look,
Yeah.
I think right here in the middle of the island, we begin the resistance.
Yeah, I think a life of servitude with Ren and
armor
Friends
these
is better
guys,
than this.
and we give them 45 pounds of food.
So what happens?
16 to hit,
Okay.
and then from there it's 1d8 and disadvantage.
2d8.
Oh yeah,
You're over level
2d8.
5. Just mark that.
Also, he's walking away, so there's nothing for him to be disadvantaged about.
this poor
He's
guy.
just trying to get away from us.
Also, he's still at disadvantage, I think.
The
from
way
last
Bentley
time.
is painting this, we do seem like monsters.
You are monsters. You
No.
showed him the paperwork that he
No.
conjured. He
No.
failed the test, and he said, okay, sorry, didn't know. I'm leaving.
when
And then you all were like, he's like, leave my friend. I have to come back. There's a military explanation for this. And you're all like, nah, it. Light him up.
I haven't hit him yet.
I don't have a problem
So
with
clearly,
this.
I'm the
Eight.
only good guy here.
8.
8. And
Oh.
he has disadvantage again if he didn't already have it.
Still had it. You hit him with chill touch. He falls over again. He gets up, and he just
Guys,
looks at
quick.
you guys.
Put this guy out of his misery. I'm tired of doing this. This is getting weird.
All right, guys. All right.
You
all right.
you guys
Just-
would think that he has 22 hit points left, and he still gets up and
Somebody
turns around and
slash his
completes
throat.
walking away from you.
All right, guys. Let's just let him leave. All right, you can get out of here now. We'll stop messing with it.
He's like,
that's how we jest. That's how we joke. Yeah,
We
it's,
keep
it's a
trying to
bit.
kill you.
It's a bit morbid, but it's not for everyone.
I told you not to talk. I don't care what you're doing, how you're doing it. Don't
He
look.
just goes like this as he's walking
All right,
away.
have a good day.
I cast
I'm
chill
gonna-
That's sign language.
I'm gonna fly up. I'm gonna fly up 10 feet in the air
Okay.
and cast thaumaturgy to echo my voice
Okay.
and say, "Ulagon is here to protect all of the small people and defeat all of these orcs. They're all going down.
Smelly
Ulagon."
orcs need a bath. That was
And,
the Ren quote when you fought with us.
Smelly orcs need a bath.
And then you drop 30 gallons of water
yeah.
on him.
That's right.
Oh, right. So what do I have to do? I have to.
It's just kind of an intimidating thing. I want to cast Sacred Flame again when I get a chance.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you do that. So
Well, in that
otherwise,
case, you're right.
this is just going on and on. So you says that he goes, yeah. He seems very, very.
But why, if he's almost dying, why is he so cavalier about it?
He's not cavalier.
He's just like, yeah.
And he's walking away with the middle finger up.
He's challenging me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Go.
Just let him go.
I
Let's
am the
move
only one who
on.
hasn't hit him here, so don't act like
That's
I'm the
what
problem.
this is all about. Okay. I've hit him a couple of times, and you don't like that.
No,
Okay.
I love it. I wish that he was
If
dead.
you want to try to pull a Bulgurum on him,
Oh, okay. Cinder will do that.
Duroc,
No,
if you would like
he's
to
gonna
attack.
go, he can go.
All right.
Let him bear witness to our message.
I think this is
Okay.
a bad idea.
I'm not letting him go.
Okay.
I think we.
You can attack one more time, but we're running out of time as recording of this recording. So you've got one more chance to destroy
Gotta
him.
make it count.
Yeah.
I run towards him while whatever.
We lend him the help action.
I don't have anything that can do 21 damage, but I'll cast Sacred Flame again to make a dex save.
Okay. 7.
$11 more radiant damage.
Okay. You would think
Guys,
that he has
just like-
13 HP left, and he gets hit again. You just hear him off in the distance. What the?
Do you
Gets
guys
back
not
up,
understand?
and he just keeps walking away.
Duroc of all people, I don't understand why you're not getting this.
To kill him?
Yeah. To silence him.
Oh, all right. I'll go get him real quick.
Oh, that's all you had to say.
All right. I'm running after him. I'm bulguring him. And I'm attacking.
All right. Because you got, what, 60 feet of jump on that?
Yeah, it's like...
With
yeah.
your ring of jumping?
Yeah, it's because it's double the... Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will say that he is right within your range.
Yeah, hit.
Okay.
Uh, 15 damage.
Okay, so Duroc
With your 11.
jumps up into the air and screams out something about, Orc Bulgurum or something like that, and comes down right at the base of his neck and the top of his spine and goes right down his back, which is very soft from being hit with Sacred Flame twice and having his skin and stuff melted by acid damage. And you, like a
knife through
lobster,
butter.
carve him right through. And you split him in half. You go from neck to rectum, split him right in half, and he falls apart right and left. And now you've got 2 orc bodies on the road.
One can
Now,
say
I will
wrecked
fast
him.
forward a little bit, so next time we don't start exactly here. I will fast forward to say, after you've buried them, I'm going to
Blessings to
roll
Hooligan.
with a 13 and a 3 and a 14 and a 10 and a 6 for your best new pal, Prulb.
Poor guy.
Prulb. You guys do a good enough job off the road that unless they're really going to be looking, they won't find them for a while. However, you still have to deal with the fact that these transports are on a schedule. So you continue your way up north and start to head northwest a little bit, and you're all in the cart. Ren's proselytizing about Ulagan.
Creating food and water for everyone.
Sure. I would like to think that Peleus is like somehow like on the like the little thing in between the 2 horses that's pulling it, like that little wooden piece, but he's standing there like he's captaining, like saying go forwards, even though there's a clear path.
That is what I'm doing.
And Duroc and Cinder are sort of like in the driver's seat and that sort of thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been this blood hungry
We apologize.
episode, and with so many curse words bleeped out that Orc just didn't understand why they kept hitting him in the back. But Ren and Friends shall not be questioned. They're the heroes of Bulgurum. And that's where we leave it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host and DM for Season 3, Bentley Michaels. To my right, we have...
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft.
Dash is Peleus.
Red is Duroc.
Milo's Ren.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.